awards are back. What's going on? And it's not just J Cash. There are quite a number of people who are even complaining. Some are nominated and are still complaining. And this is something that we have seen this happening. And this is why some awards, which I won't mention names, they decided to stop. The 12th of August, there's a memory that is gets to remind us. If it's on us as youths, could have made a VPN. I don't know, guy, but guess to a 5-star General Ozzy. Do you remember?
Very, very well.
Do you still remember what VPN did? I was like, hey.
It took us to the US.
Did you try it out? Did you try it out?
I did because, of course, you want to know what's happening in the country. You want to know, I mean, those just this air.
Yeah.
I think around the country where people were just anxious, you know, and to make it worse, internet goes down. You know, it's like, wow. You know, so you want to know what's happening. Yeah. You want to be in the know. Yeah. So, yeah, of course I did. I did.
Yeah. Welcome on the show.
Thank you very much.
On Yatu Vibes.
Yeah.
It's great to have you right here.
Good to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited because it's a pleasure to have you on the show and just to talk about what you've been up to. Thanks. And before I know it, receiving a call and you making me keep a secret for such a long time. He called me and told me saying, PMC, don't tell anybody. And I kept it until today.
Yeah.
The big secret that almost maybe someone who's watching, they might not be aware. You have a brand new song with the late Dave.
Yes, sir.
And you decided to drop a video which basically dropped today. It's something that I want us to get to talk about. But before that, let's throw it back all the way. All the way. I know that on part 12, they're trying to find their way, and we decided to throw it back all the way from our guest for today. And this one is Kobili from the 5-star General. Vibes per main part of Prime TV as we get back. So we decided to throw it back all the way from the 5-star General Ozzy. And later on the show, we would also want you, our viewers who are watching, to tell us the two different videos. We want to do a comparison. But anyways, before that, every time you watch videos like that, okay, I know it brings back so much memories right there. There's I don't know how to put this question across, but if you would change a younger you going back to time, what would be one thing that you feel like you would change? Something that you feel like, maybe I would have worked on this and this. Or what advice would you give to the younger Ozzy?
Wow. That's a tough one. Because personally, I believe every experience you go through just kind of like molds you into what you become. If you don't go through it, it's just hearsay. It's something that you cannot prove. And they say, if it doesn't break you, it will only make you stronger. And meaning every experience that you go through kind of like molds you into what you become, you know. So there's obviously certain parts or certain things in life that you wish you just never went through, but it teaches you something still more, you know. So for me, that's how I'd answer that one.
So you were explaining, I remember the last conversation that you and me had, you were telling me at some certain point you almost gave up on music. Then people wouldn't let you because every time you would just want to maybe forget about it. Well, people will still ask you questions.
Well, it wasn't really trying to give up, but it was an issue of where I think I had a lot going on in my life as well, a lot on my plate. You know, school, being a father, being, you know what I mean, an owner of a restaurant, and music as well. plus just life in general. So I think at some point it just became a lot to juggle, and I figured, okay, I think let me put this aside, let me take care of this first. And then it's like once you decide to put this aside, the music aspect is suffering, and there's people knocking on your door every day via social media, like, yo, want some music, man, like what's happening, you left us hanging. So it's that aspect, but I've never really stayed away from making music. Even the time when I was not actively making music, in the background I'll probably record a song, you know, in a week, you know, type of thing. So yeah, a bit of that.
19 years doing the same thing.
19 years, bro. 19 years and counting. Next year, 20 years in the music industry. I don't know what you people want me to do, whether I should release another album, you know, like should I drop an album to celebrate the, you know, like 2 decades in the music business, and still as passionate from day one.
Yeah.
You know, and just to be very honest with you, I feel like I'm never really placed amongst a certain group in Zambia. Not that I want to be put amongst a certain group, but I think there's a certain level of juice that I've never given for what I've done for the music industry.
What type of juice do you feel you deserve?
You know, like there's this thing that's there where people feel like there's certain names that have like earned a certain type of respect, you know, and you see it. I mean, even in the corporates and stuff, you know, there's certain names that are from my era and seem to get more favor, you know, like, but I think check the catalog, you know what I mean, check the work that I've put in. You know, I've represented Zambia on a larger scale. I mean, go to East Africa today, go to Southern Africa, you know, Namibia, Botswana, ask them about General Ozzy, you know what I mean? Like, go mention General Ozzy at some point. And, you know, like, there's just that level of, I feel like, that just never, but, you know, I mean, that's just people. At the end of the day, it's about my satisfaction, you know. I do this because I love what I do. And not because I need to please 2-3 people that are gonna make a decision in a certain office, you know what I mean, and just not give people what they want to hear, you know, and subject them to the same names year after year for certain events. And we see that, but you know.
The other thing I'd like also to find out, like we said, 19 years in the game, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And we have new artists who just come on the scene for 2 years, 1 year, and they feel like things are not happening.
Okay.
But one thing I'd like to find out from you is, based on what you're seeing right now, and bringing up the fact that you feel like, okay, there's a way that you feel like you need to be celebrated and you feel like it hasn't been given to you. Let's talk about the new artists who are making it now.
Okay.
Okay, when you meet one of them, do they give you the respect that you feel like you need to be given? I know at some point when they were getting into the music or when they are starting, they were looking up to people like you.
Well, it's not about giving me respect. I don't demand respect. I think that's not what it is. It's just mutual respect for what we do, you know. Of course, I've met a number of them. Not some of the names that are there right now, but I know of them because I respect what they do, because you know, art is not something that can be taken for granted. People put in a lot of work, so when somebody has got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit records, they're putting in some work, you know what I mean? They're doing something that y'all enjoying and that you love. So for that, I applaud them, and that's just been my culture coming up and even to this very point. Because I appreciate what other people do. So it's not about trying to demand somebody to respect me. I expect, if I'm going to show you respect, that's what it is. You know what I mean? That's what you get what you give. So for me, that's basically it. I hear of their music, and if there's an event where we're together, it's just a professional type of relationship, and it ends there. You definitely, you know, I always want to get guidance from my elders, like that I was exposed to, the likes of, you know, Moses Sakala, MC Wabuino, Nasty D. You know, I mean, you're performing at the same event, and for me, that's like an opportunity. I mean, we don't have schools where you're gonna go and learn about music, how to handle yourself, and all that. But here it is. You know what I mean? You've got a legend who's there, and you're performing with him, and you've got like the rest of the evening together. Why not strike up a conversation and try and learn? You know what I mean? What has kept them going? Why are they still passionate at that age, still doing this? You know, like for me, those are the type of conversations that I share with these people, because I know I'm not going to find this information in a book anywhere. You know, I can get it when I can get it, just right there. So those are the things that I do, and that's the only thing I can advise artists that are coming up today, because it's about that. You know what I mean? Let's use these people that are there. It's not really using them, you know what I mean? It's basically acquiring knowledge which you shall also pass on, you know, to the next generation, and it moves on just like that. Amazing.
Still having a conversation with our guest right here, General Ozzy, as we get to find out more. Awards are back. Let's hold on that one. We'll go straight to brand new King A-List.
Yeah.
So don't forget, we are going to be showing you the brand new video from General Ozzy and the late Dave. But before we get to that, let's go to King A-List's video. On the other side, we'll also get to find out from General Ozzy's perspective in regards with Zambian awards. His brand new video dropped today, King A-List for the year 2022. A quick one. Brand new video, your take, what do you think?
Nice video. Nice video. Done, of course, by our very own Lansy Cooper and my man, King A-List.
Yeah.
Fresh track. I mean, sounds different from what I think we're usually used to hearing from him. But still nails it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So before that song, I wanted to find out from you. Awards are back, and so far we have a couple of people who are coming up.
Which awards are these?
There's the Kwacha Music Awards.
Yeah.
There's the Zikomo Awards.
Yeah.
There's I'm trying to remember the other. We have about 3 right now that are happening. Now, since the Kwacha Music Awards dropped the nominees' names on the social media, there was so much going on right now. J Cash wrote something on his social media handle. When the names were dropped on social media, I'm trying to look for that. So he wrote something right there saying, "Dear Kwacha Music Awards, will I look ungrateful if I asked why you left out my album, Chawama John Award, that actually dropped December 16th, 2021, in that AOY category. Please help me understand this because I'm confused." The letter, I don't know if he got the feedback that he wanted. Later we'll just hear that J Cash withdraws from Kwacha Music Awards. So now the bigger question is, what's going on? And it's not just J Cash. There are quite a number of people who are even complaining. Some are nominated and still complaining. And this is something that we have seen this happening. And this is why some awards, which I won't mention names, they decided to stop. Because they felt like people are not grateful.
Oh, man. You know what? I always say that award shows, for me, are a distraction. Yes, they are good, in which, because we get to have a number of people that will sit down and give people that they feel are deserving for that particular, year. But, like, from my point of view, yeah, you want to be appreciated. Everybody wants to be appreciated, but I feel like it should not be the focus. That should not be the focus. The focus should be doing what you're doing, that grind that you're putting in. Don't let a group of people sway your focus on the real thing, So, yeah, it happens everywhere in the world. You know what I mean? Everywhere, and it's not new to Zambia. We've seen this even like with award shows that used to be there and are no longer there because somebody felt like, you know, like no, I should have gotten this, or I should have, you know what I mean? Because we all feel that way, you know, and that's the beauty of what we do, because you know you're the best.
Yeah.
So for me, that's good enough. You know, for you to believe that you need to be on that nomination, and for you to pick up that, for me, that's good enough. Even not even being there, for you to feel bad that your name was left out, that just simply goes to show you how highly you think of yourself. So you may not get a nod from a few people out there, but that shouldn't make you lose focus.
Have you been in a situation from the time that you've been doing music? Have you been in a situation where you see the nominees and you feel like, I'm talking about not current, but back in time, certain point.
You see the nominees and you're like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous. I've been there. I've been there, man. And
how did you deal with it? I'm sure someone would like to.
I mean, I remember there's a time when I just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one person who doesn't like to pretend. If I see something I don't agree with, I will say it. Even though some, you know, like my guys around me, my team, will be like, no, but I don't think that's right, that's whatever. Like, but you know what? We're human, and sometimes you want to say something, you have an opinion, you know, like, let me just, you know, like, this is how I feel about this. And if you don't like, because we are all entitled to an opinion. So sometimes you will like my opinion, sometimes you won't, but that's just how it is. That's your opinion. So respect mine. So I've been there before, and this is why I'm saying, don't let it be a distraction. You know, for you to feel that way, you already know that you deserve better.
Let's talk about what's still on the Kwacha Music Awards. Another concern is some of us will take time to get to read what other people are saying.
Okay.
When someone writes something, we go to the comment bars and just to hear people's perspective.
The comment section.
Few days ago, I saw some actress, models, other people in other. It's all entertainment, is it? Okay. So they were complaining, and they have been feeling left out. For example, people who design, graphic designers. Then I tried to get in touch with few of them just to try to find out. Yeah. And these are people that feel like they are also putting in so much right there. Exactly. As General Ozzy, don't you feel the industry should not just be about artists? It's entirely everyone who's involved. For example, your new video, someone had to make that what do you call it?
Animation.
Okay, graphics, designing,
exactly.
Everything made on point. Exactly. But who gets the credits? Yeah. The artist.
Exactly.
But why not look at as far as just looking at the video and looking at who made that, yeah. And we award such people, and which is something that I feel like it hasn't been happening in Zambia for quite a long time.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's very difficult to get each and every person the way you're putting it. Of course, there's a lot of people that are involved in what you see as an end product.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at the person who wrote the song, produced the song, engineered the song, did the artwork, mixed the song, mastered the song, and you get it as it's a whole cast. So that's why our friends have got a way in which if I win an award, and that's why I think there was all that talk that some Zambian artists were nominated as well when a certain somebody was nominated for an award, a Grammy.
Yeah. Okay,
we got so excited about that because it's a trickle effect. It's if I'm part of this, I'm equally, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I've won that as well. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, you know. So you can't manage to give each and every person, and what it means you probably have to have an award show that's at 19 and goes on until like at 04 in the morning, because you want to give each and every person an award show. And also I think it's about understanding what the awards show stands for. What are they bringing? Is it just about music, or is it about film, or is it about theater? You know, things like that. I think we need to understand it from that aspect as well. For me, I'm not very quick to just point fingers, because what's the idea behind this whole thing that people are bringing to us? You know, do we understand it that well before we start poking fingers in it?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's my understanding. I don't know what the Kwacha, I think been nominated once for Insala Nefico. Must have been 2018, 2019, somewhere there. And I don't think I even made it for those awards, you know. So I've never really understood. I don't know whether it's just about music or it's about, so maybe if we understood it from that aspect, then maybe I can give a better comment.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's go straight to your brand new video right here on Prime TV, showing for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Let's do this. Let's go straight to the brand new General Ozzy Doro is the title.
Bang bang bang. Ozzy the General. Boy. Skip it bang something.
That's Ozzy and Namkatuni Monse. Never chef. He was dreaming in a cartoon. No need to start looking for swag. No need to start looking for expensive cars. Was that one way of running away from expenses? Yo, I'm watching that video. I'm like, oh, okay, this is an amazing video. Nice ride. Yeah. You know, everything looks all set. But I'm not back to our Oz in our chef. There's a lot. Anyways, the guys who are behind that video.
It's free to dream.
Manchiloto mukatuni wa Ozzy. But tell us about that.
Yeah.
There's Dev in it. I was telling you in the background saying, "Wala chani ba kali last day."
Yeah.
That's an amazing video, amazing song as well. Maybe tell us the inspiration behind that.
Well, you know, what worked on this record, I mean, I'll tell you what, I just have so much, for starters, you know, I mean, like, for me, there's a point when I was thinking of working on a compilation, you know, called Certification, where I just wanted to appreciate and feature artists that, for me, I believe are going to take Zambian music to the next level. You know, like, I'm certifying who these artists are, and Dave was one of those artists that I worked with, because I know I could see the level of his passion. And I'd worked with him on my previous album, on a song called Pick Up the Phone.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, I need to have this, because there's just this certain vibe about his voice, energy in the studio that he used to bring that just really inspired me. It just made me want to do better. And when I asked him to be on this record, man, he jumped to the, you know, like, yeah, let's do it, you know what I mean? Excuse me. So we worked that out with his management, and we did the rest. And unfortunately, you know what I mean, what happened, you know, like, in that fatal car accident. We couldn't finish up that work. So I've been sitting on it all this time, and we can't let that go to waste. You know what I mean? And that's Dave, man. You know what I mean? Like, people need to just enjoy and feel what he was all about. You know, what we're missing today. You know, we just needed to inject some of that power right now into our industry.
Yeah.
We just needed that, and this is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doro is out due to time. I wish we could go on and get to find out more. David's brand new album is out.
Yeah.
Make sure that you stream it on Vesasani and other streaming platforms right there. But that Doro as well is available on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can watch that video on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, on my YouTube channel. It's available on my YouTube channel. If you want to purchase the song, you know what I mean, you can head over to Vesasani. It's also on Boomplay. You know what I mean, it's coming through on Spotify, Deezer, and all these other platforms as well. You know what I mean? It's on TikTok. You know what I mean? So go out there and make those TikTok videos, man. Tag me. I'm finally on TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's good news.
Me to get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's.
But you know what TikTok means? We want to see the other side of Ozzy. The other side.
And that's the scary part.
Yeah. That we don't see in your songs.
Yeah.
Want to see it right there.
Yeah.
Maybe a quick one. Your remix to your fans. People are watching right now. People have been following you. 19 years plus. 20 years more. Plus more years. Still doing music. We appreciate. We celebrate your stuff. Talk to them.
Hey, thanks for the love. I'm still here, still going strong. General Ozzy, thanks for the love. You guys keep me going. We've got a new record out. You know, it's beautiful. We've put in a lot of work into this. I'm sure you can see from the animation. Thanks to Jazzy, these guys did the great work. Thanks to Easy, the producer, producing a nice record. Roberto, to Trevor Boggins, who actually came up with the record and stuff. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody that was part of this production. You know what I mean? It's never a one-man show. So to everybody that supported General Ozzy,
Yeah.
one love, man.
Amazing.
Respect.
It was great having a conversation with you. It means a lot right here. It has been an amazing time grilling out to the team. Like always, making sure the show is just on point. Not forgetting our guest. Mabombeni mkwai. Mkwai. We need to say we appreciate. Big ups to you. Big ups to you. We celebrate you too much. So